When you know yourself, there will be no mistakes made. And there are moments you have flashes of the light, and in those moments, you don't make mistakes. You make the right choices, you choose the right perception, you give the right thing to the person or situation. And you've had those moments too, but the ego will never remember those moments. It's only going to remember the mistakes. And so you feel all this shame and all this guilt. The Holy Spirit will never teach you that you are sinful. So if you're hearing any voice or message that is shaming you inside yourself, telling you you're a bad person and how horrible and bad or wrong you are for whatever, that's not the Holy Spirit speaking to you. That's not the truth speaking to you. It will never teach you that you are sinful. Errors, he will correct. But this makes no one fearful. So it's not saying we don't make errors. We do make errors because we're disconnected from the truth of who we are most of the time. We make errors, but those are not sins. That's sin the way most people mean it, is something terrible, bad, and wrong about us that we can't correct. It's a done deal. We are this. To have your error corrected doesn't make you fearful. You are indeed afraid to look within and see the sin you think is there. This you would not be fearful to admit. Fear in association with sin, the ego deems quite appropriate and smiles approvingly. It has no fear to let you feel ashamed. What comes with sin is shame. Shame is the most debilitating emotion of the 8 primary feelings. It's the only emotion that, at this level, none of them ultimately have a purpose other than joy, but at this level, it's the only emotion that has no place, no appropriate place. Because guilt says I made an error, I did something wrong. Shame says I am bad and wrong. Sin says I am bad. It's something bad and wrong about me that I can't shake. It's a done deal. The ego actually wants you ashamed. Ashamed, it has you. So we all know the experience of shame. Shame is like, I want to hide. I don't want anybody to see me. I don't want anybody to know this about me. Your faith that sin is there, but witnesses to your desire that it be there to see. Now it's stepping into this next place, which is hard to fully grasp, right? If we're afraid to see it, why would we desire for it to be there? But remember, everything we see comes by our desire, our choice to see it. And so this merely seems to be the source of fear. It's the thing we want to believe we're afraid of, and we believe we're afraid of it, so we fear it. But it merely seems to be the source of your fear. Remember that the ego is not alone. Its rule is tempered, and its unknown enemy, who it cannot even see, it fears. Loudly, the ego tells you not to look inward, for if you do, your eyes will light on sin, and God will strike you blind. This you believe, and so you do not look.